Joe.
I'm Sarah. This is episode 3. And for those of you that don't know, we are here as an information portal, I suppose you'd call us. No, not really. We are here as information people.
People with information.
About our kids have got autism, and we just want to inform people of what is out there and what our experiences are or have been. And
So from our point of view, as opposed to being told by a professional who hasn't lived it.
So we're just parents, and we just want to speak to other parents out there and just let you know that you're not alone. So this week's episode is about toileting. So we've just done a little bit of research on the internet about different things, and we just thought we'd put our own input into it, of our own experiences. To know that your child is ready for toileting, the things that I've found are that they're having solid bowel movements. Sorry if that offends. Being able to let you know if they have soiled their nappy, meaning that they're feeling uncomfortable or not liking the feeling. I know with Beth, who's now 16, so she's been toilet trained since she was 5 now, but she to start with just didn't really care if she was dirty or not, so I just knew that it just didn't make any difference. I think personally for me, and I learnt this with my other 2 kids as well who are younger than her, that things like pull-ups didn't really make much difference because they weren't much different than a nappy. For her, it was horrible, but she had to be very uncomfortable, as in she had to be wet or she had to be dirty.
And had to be practically falling off, disintegrating.
Yeah, to actually make her realise that, okay, I'm actually dirty, because pull-ups are pretty much the same thing as a nappy. They absorb what's happening. So for neurotypical kids, they will actually say, oh, my pull-up's dirty or my pull-up's wet.
Because they can feel the wetness.
Yeah, whereas Beth, she'd be off thinking about other things, and she just didn't really think about it at all. Especially
with the poo, because it does catch the poo. There's no consequence of doing a poo in your pull-up.
No.
Because it's still a poo. Wee maybe, because it doesn't hold as much weight.
No, but I think with wee as well, I think that the dirtiness aspect of it, wee is it's just a more horrible experience. Like, you know, it's even like, I know with us, we had plastic on all the furniture for, you know, the weeks that we were doing it. Wee's easy to clean up. Poo's easy to clean up. You know, like you wipe it up and it's gone. Wee just goes everywhere. It goes into everything. And I think the same thing with clothes. You know, if you've done a poo in your knickers or something, or your jocks, it's there. So it's a clump. Whereas with wee, it gets all through the clothes, it's just all down their legs.
And with the poo in the undies, if you buy them cheap enough, you just go into the bin.
Yeah. Because
got no time for that.
Yeah. And I know with us that, well, not with us, but with Beth, the poo took a lot longer she took ages to be poo toilet trained. In fact, because she was still in night nappies for quite a while, she would save her poo up for the night and she'd do it in her nappy. As soon as you put a nappy on after the bath, it's like, right, I could do it. Poo now.
Oh, that's and the bath is so relaxing. I mean, even neurotypical kids sometimes do a poo in the bath.
Yeah.
Daniel, I'm pleased to say, has started doing poo in the toilet, which I know
exciting.
We never thought would happen.
Yeah.
Never ever in our wildest dreams. But he does take turns. It's sort of like, if I prompt him, he will go. At school he goes.
Oh, that's good.
I have to prompt him at home, but I kind of know his facial expressions and body position when he's about to partake in a poo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Daniel, toilet. So, yes.
Yeah. And you've got to remember, for those of you at home whose kids are still in nappies, at whatever age that they are, and as I said, my Beth was 5, when they're grown-ups, who gives a stuff? You know, like, they don't sit and go, how old were you when you were toilet trained? Like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Daniel's 8 next month.
Yeah.
You know, and I never expected it to happen overnight. I never expected it to take this long. But, you know, as long as he's getting there and he's improving, rather than you know, if he started taking his pants off and started doing really terrible things with his poo
I know people
in the
that
carpet
have
and
done
on
that.
the walls and stuff, you know, it wasn't a big deal. When he does a poo in his nappy now, he just brings me the packet of wipes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But he's aware that he's done it.
That's
which
yes.
is what you want. You want the awareness there.
Exactly.
So it won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
It will happen. It will. And you've just got to be patient, I think, and just know
Yeah.
and have faith that it will happen.
So some of the things that, one of the other things as knowing that your child's ready is their control. So I know with Beth, and you're not meant to do this, but we would sit her on the toilet for God knows how. Because I knew once she went and she got rewarded for it, she would get it. And she would go,
Yes.
oh, I can do this. And she could hold on for hours and hours.
But
not
who
going
told
to
you
the
not
toilet.
to do it? Somebody
well,
that
everybody
obviously
told me
didn't know you
not to
very
do
well.
it, but I just desperately
But it
wanted
worked,
to.
right?
But she obviously had the control, which meant that she was ready to start.
You've got to do what works for you.
So some of the things that we've come up with, there's a very cute little movie called Tom's Toilet Triumphs, which is very explicit, isn't it? It's a cartoon, but it shows Tom weeing and pooing in the toilet.
There's a frog commentating.
Is there? I can't
Yes.
remember. It's been years since I watched it, but it's very funny, and the kids love it because it's got, oh, look, he's doing a poo.
Yes. And I'll tell you the first time Daniel watched that night, and he was about 3, that night he went to the toilet. He did everything that video showed.
Really? How good.
His cousin was staying over, my nephew, and he goes, Daniel's taking his nappy off. And I'm like, oh no. And then he went to the toilet, sat on it, did a wee, got up, I've got the tiniest little piece of toilet paper, put it in the toilet, washed his hands, dried his hands.
Oh, how good.
And it was like, wow.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we were saying is to break it up into steps. So we had a rewards chart. I'm just having a look to see what I've written. And because even to start with, she found it difficult sitting on the toilet. And I think having a bare bum in this great big space is quite scary. And the idea of doing anything and it's splashing up and hitting you, it's cold on your bum. So we had, even from the rewards, we had a picture of her sitting on the toilet, and she got rewarded for doing that even to start with. And then it would be a picture, and they have to be quite explicit. So there'd be a picture of Beth on the toilet, a picture of we in the toilet, and a picture of what the reward would be. And every time she sat on it, she could see what she would get and have it straight away to give them. So as soon as they've done it, they need to get that reward. You have to, yep, you've done it, there you go, there's your reward, whatever it is. Careful of what you use. We found packets of, they're called Freddo heads, because we found if we did a Freddo frog, especially if it was for weeing, they know they can do this tiny little bit of wee, and then it's like, give you my reward, then I'll do another little bit. So Freddo heads, you get like 20 in a packet, and they're about the size of a Freddo divided into 20. So they're all right.
Even those little pods.
Yeah, or Maltesers or something like that. Yeah.
Jelly bean.
So that's a good one. That because kids a lot of kids with autism, and I know my Beth is a very visual learner. So having it in a picture is a really good way of doing it because she can see it.
Unfortunately for some kids though, their need for a treat is not outweighed by the fact that these kids don't want to go to the toilet. I think that you just have to have determination.
I think also it's a matter of, well, in Beth's case, it's a matter of being scared of the unknown. And once she had done it and thought, well, that's what I'm supposed to do, it's because when you don't know, you don't know. So once she'd done it, she got the reward for it. It's like, yeah, that's great, that's what you meant to do, lots and lots of praise. Then it was like, oh, okay. And she was toilet trained quite quickly after that because she knew that was the right thing to do.
Because I think that what I used to, because sometimes I just get frustrated, and what I'd do is I'd take Daniel's nappy off with the poo, take it into the bathroom and say, come with me, Daniel. And I'd go, look, poo's in the toilet. So I'd just empty it into the toilet. And I don't know if that helped. Obviously it did something. But you can lose patience so easily with those.
Absolutely.
And you need time. It's time consuming as well.
And even, I even found I modelled it. I did it myself and preempted what her fears were and did things like sat on the toilet and went, oh, it's a bit cold and I don't like this air. And, and the other thing is put toilet paper in the bottom of the toilet so that it stops the splashing or the sound as well. There's a few things. Sorry, I keep saying,
But
I've been told about that.
And yes, but I found, and I just said I wanted to put Daniel straight onto the toilet because I think once he was diagnosed, to put him on a potty and then to move him to the toilet,
Absolutely,
it was just going to be an
things
extra
I've read
step.
about. Yeah.
In the process, and I just thought, let's just go to the toilet straight away with one of those little seat things.
Yes.
Yes. So,
I guess boys it's a little bit easier as well though because they can stand and do it.
Yeah, they can, and they can watch.
Yeah,
now,
and they can have like the ping pong ball in the toilet that they have to aim for. And
Daniel loves water, loves running water.
Yeah.
It's a dream come true for him. So, yeah.
Yeah. Social stories are another good thing. I've written social stories and I tend to write them about children that are similar, maybe a year ahead of the child that I'm writing it for. So say you've got Daniel, I might write about someone called David. So he's got the same first letter.
Yes.
And, David is, say if you did it when Daniel was 5, David could be 6 and he's just been through this massive struggle of toileting and now he's come through it and these are the steps that he got. And he could be similar, he could like the same thing. So it might be, you might write about a child who likes Minecraft or you might write about a child who likes Thomas the Tank. Whatever your child's passion is, the child in the story has got the same passion. And then they can, while you're reading it to your child, you can say, oh, God, that's like you, he likes this as well. And, oh, he had troubles with this as well, but look, he's got through it. And so they can then go, oh, yeah, that's right, if he can do it, I can do it. So they sort of like the child in the story. So that's quite a good way of doing it. Some of the things on the Raising Children's website saying that you use descriptive praise. So, for example, you would say, Daniel, well done for sitting on the toilet, not just well done. Non-verbal praise, so use gestures, claps or signs for thumbs up. And doing a favourite activity, a star or a sticker chart or a favourite healthy food. Vary the rewards because kids get over rewards. Stickers are a bit of a difficult one because there's no immediate reward because, once you get the sticker you need to have the prize at the end of the sticker thing and they can get a bit over that. Visual schedule as well as a chart. So it could be pictures on the walls. You've got some pictures there, haven't you?
Well, I'll tell you about what we have at home. There's one, pants off, undies down, sit on the toilet, so it's all step by step, and then you pull your pants up and then you go wash your hands and so but here is
I just printed these off the computer. I looked up Google Images and PECs and they have all the different pictures.
Sit on the toilet, so you could take your pants off and then sit on the toilet. And
they have all different ones. And if your child's non-verbal and they're going to kindergarten or they're going to school, it's also good to have these for if they need to tell the teacher that they need to go to the toilet or even that they've soiled in their nappies.
So that'd be like Daniel bringing, instead of the baby wipes, Daniel could bring me this card instead.
Yeah, to say that he needs to go to the toilet. Something I'd like to add here as well is if your child is actually starting school and I know with Beth, she was at she was toilet trained during her kinder year, and so I assumed by the time she started school that she would be fully toileted. She was almost, I think it was about October the year before, she wasn't quite, she wasn't pooing in the toilet all the time at that stage, but she was weeing in the toilet all that stage. And so when we went for our aid funding, and we had our meeting about what things would be required of the aid, one of the things they said to me was, does she need help with toileting? And I had said, no, she'll be right by then, she'll be fine. Not thinking about the fact that starting school or starting kinder or whatever it is they're starting is quite a emotional time, and they can regress in certain areas. And she did regress in some of her toileting, but because it hadn't been written into the AIDS contract to change her if she wet herself or soiled herself, I had to go up to the school, which wasn't their fault. It was because I had said no, she'll be fine, because I was so
Just
proud
too
of my girl,
confident,
so
yes.
proud of my girl that she was toileting. And the reality was is that, you know, it doesn't hurt to actually say, you know what, maybe if she does have accidents, we need to put that into our thing. So don't be proud to say
It can happen.
it's fine, you know, like they might need help with that, because it will happen eventually, and it did happen eventually, and it was only for the first few months. But she did have accidents, and it's a pain in the bum because you have to go up to the school and change
Yes.
them. You've had that with Daniel as well, haven't
Daniel
you?
and Kinder.
Yeah.
I'd have to go down to school. It was just across the road, but still, it was like, because we had to pay for the aid privately in 3-year-old Kinder.
We didn't do 3-year-old Kinder
Yes.
for that reason.
So, and then 4-year-old Kinder, we got some funding, but then you know, need to pay over and above. But that didn't include changing nappies. So, because one reason they said was the aide can't leave the room, and I said, well, you can change him on the floor in the toilet, or with a mat. I'd send a mat and stuff, but no. So, but now they do it.
Yeah.
Because it's run by different management.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that could have saved me a lot of time. But actually, he didn't do it that often because he was so busy. So, because he only did 3-hour stints. So, but they toilet him, they take him to the toilet, so he'd wee at Kinder and stuff, which is a bit exciting, yeah.
So is he trained most of the time in the daytime now?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, school. I think he runs like clockwork.
Good.
He knows what to do. Home, it depends what's happening. I don't know. Sometimes he might be too into his Minecraft game or something to think
I think
about
other
it.
kids are like that as well, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look, you've got to celebrate the wins.
Absolutely.
And just move on from the losses,
Yeah.
because there will be wins.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and I guess it's that whole thing of the positive praise, isn't it? Don't dwell on the negative. Just say, yep, fantastic, you did that. Not, you didn't do that yesterday, but just you did it. You did it today, that's fantastic. And, they soon learn that it's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. They're happy to see their parents happy.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's another step up.
Another milestone,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Have you got anything else to add to that, or I might wrap it up?
No. I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
That we've wanted
And we'd like to say, if you've got any questions about anything, but any of this subject, we can find out more information for you. We can elaborate. We're in the process of getting a website designed, so we can put all the information on the website. Any links to because one of the other things I meant to add. There are organisations, an incontinence organisation that I think it's over 5. You can get nappies.
School age.
Is it?
School
Okay.
age,
You can get nappies. You can get plastic sheets for the bed if you need them, things like that. So there is.
So there's we'll talk about this in another show, but there's a Medicare, a certain amount that you get from Medicare at the start of the financial year. Then there is, you get refunded the costs of purchasing the nappy if you have a receipt, or you can ask them to purchase it for you. So that's up to about $500.
Right. It's different than when we were.
Yeah, Medicare I think you get about $500 plus.
Right.
At the start of the financial year, and then there's also another fund where you can purchase up to a certain amount of reusable.
Okay.
So you can get the undies with the protective cover that just holds maybe 500 mils of wee or something.
Yeah.
And also the sheets and the doona cover protectors and things.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay, well, once we get the website up and
talk.
running, we'll find out the information for you and we'll put it on the website.
Yes.
So, any information you want to know, just there will be there'd be a link on the YouTube clip anyway, wouldn't there?
You can email us at jazzchatalot
jazzchatalot
@gmail.com
gmail.com. And
because she does talk a lot.
and you don't. So yeah, if you need any information, just drop us a line and we will do what we can. And another little fun thing, did I say that about with Beth last week? My Beth is an avid Disney fan, and so I'm doing a Ask Beth segment. So if you've got any Disney questions, she knows anything from the years to the people that are in Disney movies to what year they died in and what
Wow.
they died from. She's amazing. So if you've got any questions for Beth, I've worded her up and she's a bit excited about having an Ask Beth segment. So yeah, just drop us a line. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.